Hey guys, welcome back to the ISK channel, and welcome back to another episode of Road to 1 Trillion ISK. This week can be summed up very simply as one step forward, two steps back. And that's not saying that we didn't make a lot of progress on the character. We made a ton, but unfortunately with my other characters, my mains, I wound up moving into a different group, at least for EVE Online, and that took up a lot of my time, and I haven't been able to play and focus on this character that much. But that's okay. This episode, I kind of want to just go down and break down what the series is, the kind of like the simple rules of it, and what the series is not. So the series is not, 7 weeks of how to make a trillion ISK. The series is not, this is the most efficient, the perfect way to make ISK. The series isn't, I can make a trillion ISK, so it's so easy to make a trillion ISK. Anyone can do it. No, most people aren't going to be able to, right? And that's okay. You don't need a trillion ISK. I set a trillion ISK up because if I get into a Marauder and a C5, I can make 100 bill in 150 hours or so. So making 100 billion ISK series would be very boring. It's also limiting myself to only one activity, where 1 trillion ISK, I'm going to have to break it down into a lot of different activities, a lot of different things. How long do I expect this series to run? Shortest possible length would probably be 2 to 3 years, shortest possible. Realistically, it's probably going to be closer to 4 to 5, but that's okay. This is a long-term thing. Not only am I not going to only run PvE sites, I will be in PvP fleets. I plan on joining a nullsec alliance to bring different aspects of EVE Online ISK making that HighSec does not bring you. That's available to mostly everyone. So with that in mind, my short-term goals for the series, so probably within the next 4 to 6 weeks, I want to get into a T5, or maybe not a T5, but get into a Gila that can run T4s very comfortably. And that's just to generate ISK while I'm not doing anything, right? Not necessarily while I'm not doing anything, but if I'm sitting down, I can, play for 20, 30 minutes. I can run 2 or 3 sites, right? And that'll pull in some ISK while I'm at my computer, while I'm doing something on my other clients. It's not sitting passive, sitting not doing anything. The other thing, short term, next 4 to 6 weeks, I'm gonna be buying up a ton of material. I'm gonna be buying up a lot of minerals, because minerals are a really low price right now. I'll be buying up a lot of Plex right now, because Plex is also really low because of the sales they have going on. Some other things I'll be doing is I'm stocking up on endurances, because the Winter Nexus event is right around the corner. We got about 4 weeks, 6 weeks until it's announced and started up, and the endurances are one of the main ships used in the mining sites in that event. They give you one of these skill booster things, not skill booster, but skill systems to run the endurance for free normally. At least last year they did it on the second day. After the second day, everyone had the skills to run an endurance and run the event ice sites, and it made a lot of money. So right now I'm at about 10 endurances sitting in Jita. I want to get up to about 25 to 30 before the event. I don't want to get too heavy into them, but at the end of the day, it's not that much money. Try to buy up some, because if they go up by 20, 30%, that's extra profit I'm squeezing in for not actually doing anything. It's the money making you money. Midterm goals, as I said before, I want to join a nullsec alliance on this character, whether that's Goon Swarm, Fraternity, anyone really. So this way I can bring you PvP fleets as a character who's trying to make ISK. I can bring you different sites. So 8 out of 10s, 10 out of 10s. That's going to take a little bit to get the skills for, but it'll be available. I also haven't played around with any of the dens and those mechanics, so that'd be pretty cool to get involved in that. Also be able to set up planetary interaction. You can set that up in HighSec, however, the ISK making potential in HighSec for planetary interaction is very low. is the lowest possible because it is high sec, and it's not that it's not worth it. It's just worth it to do more in other areas than it is in high sec. Um, and then also after that, to be able to set up an industrial base to start building stuff. Nothing crazy to start, but to get stuff started in the queues, get some setups going, as well as get reaction chains started. Reactions are going to be a big part of ISK making. You react a few things, you just make profit on the material you're putting in. So besides that, I want to start seeding the market in a nullsec alliance. So if there's an alliance out there that's like, oh, you can't seed the market because such and such, it's only this group who does it, I'm not going to join them. I'm going with a different alliance. Long-term goals for this account is probably get into a Tengu and a Marauder. Probably a Golem and a Tengu. This way it keeps the missile skills in line. On top of that, we're going already into the Gila path. So with the Gila, whatever you want to call it, you get more, you kind of focus the training a little bit more. So I'll still be shields, I'll still have missile support skills, so it'll kind of transition into that a bit easier. After that, I want to start running 10 out of 10 sites in nullsec. That should help out. That's some content I've never actually done in EVE Online I want to kind of get into, as well as scale up the seeding of the market significantly. I want to have probably 2 to 3 alliance doctrines stocked at any given time, and be able to just have shipments come down to seed the market. Yes, it could be cheaper if I'm running multiple accounts to seed the market, but that's not the point. If I'm running one account, no jump raiders, I'm going to have to use someone else's jump raider service. It just to show people that you can make ISK with one character. You don't need a massive chain of characters. I'm not saying I don't. I personally run four characters on my mains, but this one is just this character. Forgot to turn on my armor ripper. Whoops. Yeah, I'm still running the T0 Abyssal sites, blitzing them. We took a step back this week. We might have maybe lost a worm and Gila. This is entirely my fault. People are like, oh, the Abyss is risky, this and that on Reddit. I'm like, it's not fucking risky. Okay, I made a mistake. I jumped into an Abyssal T3 Abyssal site without any skills, thinking, okay, maybe I can push it. I can't. It does add up a lot of damage, and not only that, but it's too slow. So I did train a lot of skills in the meantime. Since that, I also lost a worm for the devoted knight, and just pretty much out damaged me. I couldn't do anything about it. But I did train up a lot of skills, so that definitely will help. Be running it, hopefully get into a Gila here tomorrow. I am finishing up a training skill for it to be able to fit everything. So 16 hours, I'll be able to sit in a Gila and fly it with better skills. Trained a lot of drone skills in the meantime, some missile skills, so that's going to help out. What our balance is and our ISK-wise looking like this week. I'm sitting at 77 million ISK. I did buy 4 large skill injectors. That's where you saw the Plex Spear 2 and the rest of the ISK. So 4 large skill injectors, that helped out a ton, cut out a lot of training, which I know some people don't recommend skill injectors. I do. If you can get, the way I'm looking at it is if I can get into ships faster that make me a lot more ISK, it's going to benefit me in the long run. So yes, I spent over 3 billion. I understand that, but it gives me the opportunity to be able to produce more money, because it's going to be the entire start is a grind. It's all grind phase. It's not, I don't have passive ISK set up yet. So we're going to be grinding for almost all our ISK starting off. We're going to be running Abyssal sites nonstop, and then probably the event sites, Winter Nexus and all that. We'll probably join a nullsec alliance either during the Winter Nexus or after the Winter Nexus. Just kind of depends on what event sites kind of look like there. And if we join in winter, we might be able to get something set up there, and by the end of the event we'll have our passive income starting to flow. Obviously it will take a while, it's not something instant. So yeah, that's basically short and long-term goals and what the series is. Just to recap, one account, nothing crazy, one account, no not even an account, one character. If I open up to account, I might open up, get a DST tune, run an MCT, because some people are able to do that. But I'm not multi-boxing 6 accounts. It's, people's computers can't handle that, and I want to show the ability to play the game with just one character. So that, I think, kind of sums up everything. Other than that, we're just blitzing these T0 sites for the rest of today and tomorrow. I have 100 sites I can run. I already ran 10 of them. I'm on this already, so yeah, it's quite easy. I had the video up. Also, apologize for the sound quality in that video. Hopefully this one is much better. But yeah, so I'll keep grinding out here. I'll keep you guys updated. Probably Saturday or Sunday, expect another video from me with a different ISK making guide. Maybe another road to 1 trillion ISK. Till then, fly safe. See you guys later.